Welcome to the training video for ProPresenter 7. Whether you have been using ProPresenter for a while and are just kind of brushing up, or whether you are using it for the first time, hopefully there will be some things in this video that will be helpful to you. Because we're going to kind of move around a little bit, I'm going to hold the camera as opposed to having it on a tripod, so I will try to keep it straight and not make you dizzy, but just so you know. So basically we're going to go through just kind of ProPresenter, how it works, how our setup is. And the first big thing that you want to be aware of when using ProPresenter is that ProPresenter is at its best when everything that it's going to need to use is turned on and ready before you start ProPresenter. ProPresenter is great at taking control of things when it starts up, but it's not so great at finding things if you turn something on after it's already going. It doesn't always find things well, and so you want to have everything on, ready to go. And so you can see we've got our front projector on, we've got our soundboard on, we've got our, you can kind of see it, rear projector on, and we've got the TV out in the foyer turned on and connected. So in order to connect it real quickly, if you go up to this little purple box with the little squares or rectangles in it and click on it, you can see 50-inch foyer is connected. If it wasn't, we would just click on that and it would connect. So we're connected to the TV out there. Everything is up and running, and we're ready to try and use ProPresenter. So go down here to the dock, to this little orange little button here, and click on that, and ProPresenter will open up, and you can kind of see this is what the main screen essentially looks like. There are essentially three parts. And kind of over here on the left, you can see we've got kind of a small section, and then a really big section in the middle, and then kind of a medium-sized section over on the right. And we're going to go through all of this. But to start off, I want to show you there are you can see some things up on the top here, and there are a couple that we are going to use that you want to be aware of. And the first one is media. So basically this has all the slides and videos and all the stuff that you may want to use, but it can kind of clutter up the screen, and so if you don't need it, you can make it go away. So right now we're going to click on it, and you can see down here all this stuff kind of just showed up. You can see there's playlists and all kinds of different stuff. Now when you start ProPresenter up, the first thing that you're going to want to do is go all the way down to video inputs and click on this live stream cam, because before you do that, you won't have the camera that we're going to use for any broadcasting. You're not going to have that being sent to ProPresenter. But now that it's on, you can see in the screen here the camera is connected, and if you don't do that right away, it's always possible to forget, so I always try and do it right away. So we've got that, and then the other thing we'll use up here on the top is the live streaming, but we'll get to that in a minute. So let's go through kind of the three sections that we have. So over here in the far left, the smallest section, we've got libraries, we've got playlists, and then we've got everything that's in whatever playlist you're clicked on. And you can see under FCC playlists, there are a bunch. We've got, Good Friday, Celebration Sunday, Christmas Eve. Really all the ones you're going to worry about are just 8 o'clock and 10:30. So those are the main services. And so if you're running video for 8 o'clock, obviously you click on 8 o'clock, 10:30 if you're doing the 10:30 service, and then down here you'll have everything that's in that specific service. Now the only library you'll really ever use, and you really shouldn't have to use this either because this stuff should already be in there, but if you need to add a song, you can click on main song library, and let's say we wanted to add 10,000 Reasons here. You click add to, and then go down to whatever service, 10:30, And so when we go back to 1030, you can see that 10,000 Reasons is now on the bottom, and we can just drag it up wherever we want it to go. But again, hopefully you shouldn't have to add songs, because the songs should already be in there when you get there. So basically this is the service you're picking, 8 o'clock or 1030, and then everything that's in that specific service is down here. Now what's in the middle, in the big part, is the slides for everything that's in this list. So you can see over here on the list, the first 3 things are announcement loop, and then intro video, and then the joy. And if we go over here, you've got announcement loop, and then all the slides that are in the announcement loop. And if you scroll down, the next thing is intro video, and all the slides that are in the intro video. And then under that, the joy, and all the slides that are in that. And so it's just kind of this over here, but with all the slides that are in it. And so you can, to get anything, you can click on it and it'll show up on the screen. And to move, you can either click to the next slide, or you can spacebar to the next slide, or you can arrow to the next slide. So you've got a few options. Got a few options there. Now, if you need to make a change to a slide, if it's just the text, maybe something spelled wrong, or the wrong words in there, you can right click on any slide and go to quick edit, and then you can type whatever you need, and when you're done, just X out. If you need to do something that's a little more involved, instead of quick edit, you can go to edit slide, and that will take you into a more detailed edit place where you can do fonts and sizes and all that kind of fancy stuff. And then when you're done, just go up here to the top and hit show, and it'll take you back. So basically, you're just, as the service goes on, you're just kind of working your way through the service, clicking on song lyrics, communion, offering, the sermon. It's not super complicated in that regard. So this big section in the middle is just everything that the service consists of. All right, so over here on the right section, at the top here, we've got basically what the screen is showing, and you can control which screen you can see in this box, and you do that with this little drop-down menu right here. So if we click on front screen, this is what's going to the front screen. We don't usually need to keep it on that, because if we look, from where you're sitting, you can see the front screen. Like, you don't need ProPresenter to tell you what's on the front screen, because the front screen is right there. And so usually what we'll just keep this on is live stream. You can see what is being sent to the TV. But if you go up here to the box we clicked on earlier, the little purple squares, and click on that, like, you can already see what's being sent to the TV if you really need to. But your main focus, as far as what you see here, is going to be the live stream, because the TV is nice. It's a nice resource for people who are, out in the foyer, maybe have a child that's crying or something. But the live stream is literally how people at home are watching the service, and in some ways how they attend. And so we want to try and have the live stream be as functional as it can be. And so usually we'll just keep this on live stream, so you can look up and see what's on the front screen, and look here and see what's going to the live stream. Underneath the live stream, you can see over here are just when things are turned on, and so like this camera is lit up because the camera is on. I just turned it off, turn it back on, and now you can see it's red again. That means we have a camera. Underneath it, we've got a kind of like a progress bar to play and pause things. And so if we're showing a video, this little box you'll want to click on, and you'll be able to start and stop it as you need to, and it'll play on the progress bar. If you're playing music instead, though, you need to click on the little music notes, and then you can do the same thing. So if you're playing music and you want to stop it, but you've got it clicked on video, you're not going to be able to do that. So you have to click back and forth between music and and video. The next section, these things right here, you won't use all of them. So the first one obviously is music, and you can see there's some playlists here, pre-service, upbeat, pre-service communion, Christmas, blah, blah, blah. And then whatever playlist you click on, the songs that are in that playlist are down here, and you can just click on them. And so that's the music. The one next to it, this one that kind of looks like a little ice cream cone or something, you won't have to use that really much at all. It changes the settings for the stage screen, the one that's on the back wall, and really the only time we need to change that, use the other setting, is for like if the kids are doing VBS or Christmas and need to be able to see the video on the back wall. But most of the time you won't have to worry about this. The clock you shouldn't have to worry about. The little paper airplanes, this is how we do the pre-service countdown. So you can see right here there's a little drop down menu with the arrows, first service countdown or second service countdown. And so whichever service you're doing, you just pick it and hit show, and the countdown will start. And if you want it to go away, you just hit hide, and that's really all it is. And then these two ones you don't need to worry about. So if you want to control what specifically is being sent to one of the screens, so we'll go to screens up here and then go down to edit looks. And edit looks brings this box up, and so this box is kind of handy to have over to the side, and you really just need what's on the right side of it. So usually I just kind of scoot it over so that you can see. So we've got front screen, everything. We just always send everything to the front screen. The live stream will vary. The video input always pretty much stays on because this stuff is stacked. So like the video input is like on the bottom, and the media is on top of that, and the slide is on top of that. And so you're kind of just choosing which thing everybody can see. And so really most of what you'll spend doing is the live stream, turning the slide on and off, and the media on and off, depending on what the sheet says you should be doing. Or after you've done it for a while, a lot of times you kind of get the hang for what needs done. Basically, I mean, you're controlling the live stream with this, and more so than overthinking like what did I get it exactly right with the sheet. Basically what you're trying to do is think, if I were watching this at home, what would I want to see? For example, let's say that we're watching a video, and we've got this like they can't see the video because the slide is taking it up. And so we're gonna take that off and turn the media on, and now they can see the video. And so like that's that. Basically, again, what you're doing is just trying to make sure what you can see in this screen is what you would want to see if you were watching at home, and you control what's being sent there in this edit looks. We've got a whole video that's about streaming, and so we're not going to go into a ton of depth, but just let's assume that everything's up and working and like it should be. So that means the internet is going, and we've got this up in Facebook. This should already be up and ready when you get here and are ready to stream. And if it's not, you can either talk to me, or the video on streaming goes into more like how to get here. But let's say we're here like we're supposed to be, so we're ready to start streaming. So in ProPresenter, let's skip that for now. We go up to this where it says live, and then start stream. And when you start stream, a little green box should start that shows that you're streaming. And then you can go back to the internet. And when you do that, this go live button that's gray right here will turn blue, and you can click on it and you'll start streaming. And then when you're done, this is all you have to do with Facebook. When you're done streaming at the end of the service, go back here and end the stream. You'll have the option to end stream and do that, and then you don't have to do it in Facebook. Ending it in ProPresenter ends it. And so this is just kind of an introductory to Facebook, or not Facebook, to ProPresenter. And so I hope it was helpful. Thank you very much.